By the mid-2000s, the digital audio revolution had successfully squeezed thousands of songs right into your pocket, but the actual delivery system for that music remained stubbornly analog. Listeners were physically chained to their players by a tangled, snag-prone wire. That cord dictated exactly how you moved through the world. On a crowded train, one stray arm from a stranger could rip the earbuds right out of your skull. Early attempts to cut this cord failed. Infrared headphones required sitting perfectly still in a direct line of sight with the player, while radio frequency models were plagued by constant atmospheric static. The storage problem was solved, but that last meter of audio transmission remained broken, bottlenecking the entire digital music experience. In 2005, Creative Technology released a potential savior, the CB2530. It launched at a steep $150, promising to sever the cord completely. Unlike the noisy radio headsets before it, this system used the brand new Bluetooth 1.2 protocol to stream a pristine 48 kHz digital audio signal through the air. Because almost nothing had built-in Bluetooth at the time, the system required a two-part ecosystem, a pair of bulky over-ear headphones and a separate battery-powered transmitter dongle. That clunky transmitter actually contained a brilliant strategic advantage. Its universal 3.5mm audio jack allowed it to work with everything, from a home stereo to a handheld Sony PSP. It looked like true plug-and-play freedom, but making that wireless magic happen in 2005 required massive hidden compromises. The first major hurdle was the air itself. Bluetooth operates in the 2.4 GHz spectrum, which is effectively an invisible superhighway of electromagnetic noise. This frequency band is highly congested. It's shared by early Wi-Fi networks and cordless landline phones, and even the radiation leaking out of everyday kitchen microwaves, all of which would scramble the music into digital static. This chart shows how Creative solved the problem using a software feature called adaptive frequency hopping, dividing that 2.4 GHz band into 79 distinct narrow channels. The headset and transmitter actively scanned the environment in real time, mapping out the high interference zones where data was getting corrupted. Once identified, the system dynamically rerouted the music around the noise, weaving the digital stream only through the safe, uncorrupted frequencies to maintain a clear connection. The software was ingenious, but running that kind of active signal processing required physical hardware that was brutal on the user. To house the antennas and early decoding chips, the CB2530 weighed in at a heavy 226 grams, constructed from thick, unyielding plastic. Because active noise cancellation hadn't hit the consumer mainstream yet, the headset relied on severe clamping force to passively block out ambient sound. It gripped the skull like a vice. Combine that intense pressure with cheap vinyl ear cushions, and physical fatigue set in quickly. After just 30 minutes of use, your ears would be sweating and aching. Engineers had finally figured out how to deliver pristine wireless audio, but only by entirely sacrificing human comfort. The second major compromise was energy. Processing digital audio through the air on the Bluetooth 1.2 protocol consumed a staggering amount of power. Unlike the internal lithium-ion batteries we use today, this ecosystem demanded raw alkaline power, 2 AAA batteries for the headset, and a third just to run the transmitter dongle. Even with 3 fresh batteries, the power drain was severe. The system would suck those AAA cells completely dead in just 4 to 7 hours of playback. This chart tracks how quickly the cost of ownership compounded. If you used these daily, the expensive replacement batteries would quickly eclipse the original $150 purchase price. In 2005, wireless freedom required an ongoing, expensive commitment, a relentless battery tax that turned these headphones into a recurring financial burden. Fast forward to today, and the industry has systematically solved every single one of those early bottlenecks. Modern true wireless earbuds, like these Creative Zen Air Plus, represent the ultimate evolution of those initial struggles. The power issue was eradicated by the introduction of Bluetooth LE, or low energy, and high-density integrated lithium polymer batteries. As this data shows, modern cells provide up to 32 hours of total playback time, completely obliterating the 7 hours you used to get from a fistful of alkaline batteries. The ergonomic victory is just as extreme. We've dropped from a 226-gram plastic head vise down to earbuds that weigh just 4.3 grams each. The cumbersome 3.5mm transmitter has been completely integrated into our smartphone silicon, evolving from a clunky external accessory into a standard invisible component of Bluetooth 5.3. Looking back, the CB2530 was a beautiful nightmare. It was a necessary prototype that happened to be sold to the mass market. It illustrates the concept of the prototype tax. Early adopters pay in cash and physical comfort, stress testing the raw technology so engineers can figure out exactly what needs fixing. We only enjoy the weightless, invisible audio technology of today because 20 years ago, people strapped a battery-devouring vise to their heads.